Welcome back. I can't tell you how many times a week parents will ask, what's the best consequence for not listening? And I get it, because it's crazy frustrating when kids don't listen when you ask them to do something, or when they flat out ignore you. But here's the deal. There isn't a blanket consequence for not listening. Not listening is too broad. Parents tend to lump all of their frustrating behavior issues under the umbrella of not listening. Instead, we have to drill down. What is the child not listening about? If kids won't listen during the bedtime routine, then we put together a specific strategy for bedtime using the tools from the toolbox. If he won't do his family contributions or homework, then we create an action plan specifically for family contributions or homework. If the issue is back talk or a disrespectful attitude, it's a different action plan. My point is, there's not a blanket consequence for not listening. Once we drill down to the real issue, we can create an action plan or strategy for the specific situation or behavior we want to improve. Now, there are some things you can do to improve overall not listening issues. And as you might have guessed by now, most of them start with you. So let me share a list of 10 things you can do to get better cooperation from your kids. Number 1, start by making sure you're not spending too much time in the parent ego state, ordering, correcting, and directing too much. If most of your communication with your kids is talking at them and bossing them around, trust me, they'll be much more likely to tune you out. Number 2, be respectful of their time and try not to interrupt them when they're already engrossed in some other activity. If it can wait, you'll get better attention if you can save it for a time when they can really engage with you. Number 3, when you do need your child to listen, make sure you actually have her attention first. You may have to get down on her level and look into her eyes. You need to know that she sees you and hears you, and then keep it as brief as you can, not too many words. We moms especially tend to use way more words than are necessary. Then ask her to repeat back what you told her. Number 4, if your child tends to forget things, you can ask, would you like to do this right now? Or write a note on your hand so you can remember. Or they can put Post-it notes on their shirt or create a checklist or whatever it takes to help them remember on their terms. Number 5, if you see a task that's left undone, you don't have to dive in with a big reprimand. You can just make an observation. Oh, I see a jacket on the floor. Or you can ask, what is your plan for taking care of the trash today? What is your plan for is one of my favorite strategies to avoid power struggles. It's empowering because you assume they have a plan. And even if they don't and they totally forgot, it allows the child to save face and quickly come up with a plan in the moment. Oh yeah, I was planning to take out the trash right after I finished my lunch. That's awesome. I really appreciate your help. It's super empowering for parents and for kids. Number 6, revisit your mind, body, and soul time routines. In most cases in which parents complain about their kids not listening, the mind, body, and soul time has often fallen off the radar. There's almost always a direct correlation. When we're being consistent with mind, body, and soul time and meeting our kids' needs for emotional connection, they're more cooperative, they listen better. It is a fact. Think of it this way. We want kids to do what they're supposed to do, right? So we have to do what we're supposed to do as parents, and that's meeting our kids' needs for belonging and significance. If we want our kids to do what's important to us, we have to do what's important to them, and that's mind, body, and soul time. Number 7, in addition to mind, body, and soul time, make sure you're using all of the empowering tools from the toolbox. Encouragement, take time for training, control the environment, positive choices. They all fill your kids' needs for power in positive ways. And number 8, use your when-then routines. That way, the routine becomes the boss, so you don't have to. That will reduce the number of directives you have to give each day, and then when you do have to make a request, they'll be more likely to tune you in when you do need them to listen. Number 9, when you use consequences, use them sparingly and really take the time to think them through. You don't have to issue consequences in the heat of the moment. Those discussions should always happen at a time when everyone is calm. Use the 5 R's we talked about and be consistent in your follow-through. Otherwise, kids tend to become parent deaf because they know we're really not serious. And number 10, once you've completed at least sessions 1 through 4, review the advanced modules within the course that pertain to you. That's why we have them, to give you the step-by-step action plans for the specific behavior challenges that you're facing. Remember that not listening is always a wake-up call for us. It's usually a wake-up call that we've strayed from the toolbox. But the good news is you can get right back on track with the lessons in sessions 1 through 7 of the course. I always recommend to parents that they go through the sessions over and over. There is a lot to learn, and we all need these continuing refreshers. Up next in session 4, we'll take an even deeper dive into what motivates our kids' behavior so we know which toolbox solutions to implement. You'll also learn even more tools for diffusing the most frustrating power struggles. I'll see you in session 4.